we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. What's going on, guys? This is Riggs. Welcome back. All right, so as you guys can see, this is Winsanity's phone. This is his layout. Those are his hands. This is his gameplay. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to steal his controls, steal his layout, and use it in some gameplay for you guys. Really hope you guys enjoy it. I want to bring a new series to the channel where I use, whether it's a pro player's layout, whether it's a fellow content creator. So I hit up Win on Twitter, asked him if he could be so kind to send me his HUD layout. He responded, and boom, here it is right here, his entire layout. If you guys watch to the very end of the video, I'm gonna kind of break everything down, show you guys what I liked, the things that I definitely struggled with, as you guys are going to see in the gameplay, and let me know what you think down below. But this is actually Winsanity's brand new channel, Mobile Gaming Tech. You already know it's going to blow up. It's going to be huge. He'll have 1 million subs in no time. Very, very fun channel. We'll have that link down in the description for you guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. One thing about layouts, one thing about HUDs, as you guys know, it is very particular for the player, right? I mean, just the slightest change in someone's button layout can completely throw your entire game off. All right, so here we go. Attempt number 1 using this layout. It's difficult. I mean, I played probably 30 minutes in the training grounds, but this is when we went live. So you guys are gonna see a couple attempts, and it's freaking funny. One thing about my layout is my fire button is on the right side of the screen. My ADS button is on the left side of the screen. And so just this switch alone is so incredibly difficult. See right there, I did like one little pop, but it's because I was tapping the wrong side of the screen. So we took out the first dude. Just wait until you guys see this right here. This is bad. Look, pay attention to this area right here. It's going to be very, very important. As you can see right here. So here's his teammate. Get the freaking, you can, I don't know if you could, well, you should be able to see it, but, and that's what happened. All right, so right away, boom, we got guys dropping in. Let's go ahead and loot up. We're getting a little bit more comfortable. All right, and then here we go. Let's go, and yeah. So here we hop in. Here's attempt number 3 on Winsanity's layout, which is completely different than mine. Here we go from the rooftop. Bam! Almost took us out with the Uzi. We're figuring things out. We're figuring it out as we go. All right, one dude in the back. And again, the biggest thing I would say is the ADS and the fire button being completely reversed. Just try it. I challenge you. Try to use someone else's layout. It is so incredibly difficult. Very, very fun, though. And the one thing I wanted to ask you guys is let me know down below if you've made it this far into the video. Do you like this style where I do like a voiceover, just kind of like a play-by-play, you know, breaking everything down? Or do you want more like a no talking for the gameplay? You know, just let the gameplay right out and then just do like a breakdown at the very end. So let me know in the comment section if you made it this far and what you'd like to see going forward. And of course, whose layout do you want me to use in the next series? Let me know down below. So I couldn't tell, I mean, with this guy's loot, I mean, he looked like a straight up bot, but then his loot was better than mine. But anyway, doesn't matter. All right, now this is the Shroud like flicks right here as we're figuring out the ADS. So yeah, that's what the SLR, by the way. Who would have thought? The SLR. Did not mean to go prone there, but we did. All right, so here we go. I wanted to just get the thirst, and then I see his teammate come out from the back. You see? As we go, that is one thing. That is one thing you need to know about me, is I am a very quick learner. It's kind of like why I wanted to do this test, not only as a challenge to myself, bring some new flavor to the channel. I thought it'd be fun. All right, said unable to go prone, did not mean to press the prone button. All right, here's the next dude. Look at that, mid-fire, we throw up the ADS. Another thing that I want to do for the very next one is I want to get the hand cam. I think, you know, you're kind of stuck with my face, you know, at least for the time being. But I definitely want to get the hand cam out so you guys can see how I grip my phone versus the person's layout that I'll be trying in the future, how they grip theirs. because you really have to change. I mean, it's not just the buttons, it's how you actually hold your phone. And that was one thing with Win. The way he grabs his phone is he really hugs it. His fingers are right up against the device. When typically with mine, I kind of have a play. I rest my phone kind of like on my middle fingers, and then kind of have these, you know, fingers doing their thing, where he has a much like tighter grip, where there's not much space between the finger and the phone. And that was one of the big differences. Let me go ahead and pull up the HUD. All right, congratulations, you made it to the very end of the video. Here is a look at Winsandy's HUD layout. Again, completely different from how I have mine, right? Like over here on the left-hand side, basically where his mini map is, this is where my ADS button typically is. Over here on the far right-hand side, right about here, is where my fire button is. I also have this fire button on my layout is disabled, where he has his active. So this is the one where if you press this on accident, it actually moves your character around. This one I have typically disabled, so that way when I press the fire button and I slide my finger on the screen won't be able to move around and rotate. Same thing with this, like I have my weapon slot. I actually didn't mind this too bad over here, where the weapon slots are. Usually I have mine above the health bar, but I didn't mind it. It was a welcome change. The number one thing, if I could change anything about his layout that would have made it 10 times easier for me, is his look around. That's basically where my thumb always is. And I was constantly, I'm sure you guys saw it in the gameplay, constantly like spinning around, and you know, as you guys saw in the attempt number 1. So that, and I was also fat fingering the prone button because I have my prone and my crouch up, you know, up here on the left-hand side. So again, something totally different. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know who you want to see featured next, whose layout you want me to use. I'm also going to do it a little bit longer, like practice with a little bit longer and actually play in a classic match, not something like unranked. But anyway, it was a first attempt. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.